98.7 WFGR. That was Bruce Springsteen and 10th Avenue Freeze Out. Andy O, Dave Cackley is here, and if it's not enough for you, we get Harlem Globetrotters in for you. Now we're talking roller derby.
That's right.
Yes.
We're running the sports gamut
Yes,
this
the
morning.
sports gamut on the show.
Yes.
We're welcoming Morton, Assault Girl. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How
You don't
are
look
you?
like an assault girl.
Yeah,
I can. You should see me on skates.
Yeah?
So you've cut some people in your day, is what you're
I
saying.
have taken down some people a
Yeah.
lot bigger than me.
I've seen her take out 3 people at once.
And Trashy Tulips is here as
Yes.
well. You guys are with the Grand Raggidy Roller Girls. We've had some of you in before.
Yes.
Always a good time. And you've got a game coming up. Or is it a game? Or
No, it's
About.
about.
Okay, about. That's Saturday night. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Now,
We
how
are
did-
playing the DPO, which are Don't Punch Orangutans out of Detroit.
One punch a ring.
It's a
Oh,
pickup
yes.
team.
I was going to say, you're going against some Detroit girls.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Look out.
You know, I've always said when the Detroit broads show up in town,
Yeah.
a beating needs to be handed
Yes,
out.
you got yes. It has to be. It's a West Side pride over
East
here.
side, West side.
Oh,
Too.
Yes, there's
absolutely.
that.
There's the whole Bloods and Crips thing that's
yeah,
been going.
yeah.
This is nothing compared to those guys.
No.
So tell us your roles, and let's start off with Trashy Tulips. You're closest to the mic. How did you get involved in roller derby, and what drew you to it?
Well, I wasn't playing a sport, and I was working too many jobs out of boredom, and a friend of mine was playing roller derby and told me to show up for basic training. And I did, and here I am a few years later, and I'm a blocker. I've been captain for the past 2 years of the All-Star team. I just stepped down so that Lindsay Blohan and Kelsey Slammer could step up.
Lindsay Blohan, nice.
And, now I've taken over more of a business aspect of the league, scheduling bouts and writing contracts. But in the meantime, I'm one of the big blockers, and
You're kind of like the enforcer.
oh,
You
yeah.
throw some elbows here and there.
I'm going to help get my jammer through, whatever
you
it
go.
takes.
All right.
How about you, Morty?
I was at Schmo's Brewery, and Chaz talked me into joining basic training. That was about 3 years ago. I'm a jammer, and currently am out due to an injury. I tore my ACL
Oh, no.
a little while ago, back in October. But the good news is that I am going to Owen's physical therapy, and I'm ahead of the curve. I'm doing great.
I think the good news is she knows how
And,
to get the plugs in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good God.
Right? It's terrible.
Do a lot of your? I mean, you said you were at Schmo's.
Mm-hmm.
Do a lot of you find each other in a bar
Yeah, I was gonna
after
say,
3 or 4 drinks? Hey, roller derby's great. You gotta try it.
You know, like your 5th shot in, it's like you could totally be in roller derby.
You give Morty any Schmoes or New Holland beer, and you can talk her into anything.
Yeah, the more beers I had, the more it seemed like a good idea.
Funny how that always works out, doesn't it? So talk about the game this week. Now, have you done any scouting on these troublemakers from Detroit, or is it a?
Yeah.
Have you?
We've known Detroit for a long time. The captain of this pickup team is Cookie Rumble, and I'm number 33, and she's number 33 and a third.
Oh boy!
And so
So a little smack going
we gotta,
on.
Yeah.
take care of her.
Now,
She's a good friend of mine now.
Yeah, are you able to keep that type of thing within the bout, or does sometimes it spill over afterwards? I mean, because it seems to me pretty intense. You guys can really get into it. It seems like the emotions could kind of at times spill over after the bout, meeting up later on and finishing off what somebody else may have started.
Girls playing derby is kind of like old school boys. When they get in a tiff, they'd have their fight, and then they're best friends. We're the
Okay.
same way. We have our bout. We want to kill them. And then we're best friends afterwards.
Then it's all okay.
And then we go to the reservoir and have our after party.
There you go. Well, that's cool.
Now, let's say somebody was interested in doing this. What's the first step?
Well, we have the basic training starting next week.
Yeah, I believe it's next week,
So-
Sunday.
So all you got to do, get a hold of one of us, come to our game. If you check our website, we've got an email that you can write, and you just sign up for the basic training list and come to our first basic training.
It's grrollergirls.com with a dash between GR and Roller Girls. And you guys are also on Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
And email contact. Now, is this for everybody? Could any woman do this?
Any woman can.
Really?
Any woman. It has to be a woman.
In Grand Rapids,
In
yes.
Grand Rapids, okay.
Really?
I was going to say, there
There
got
are
to be
men's-
some mixed. Are there some mixed leagues too? Or
Men's roller derby is called Murby.
yeah,
Murby.
And we're always looking for refs, too.
Okay.
So if you're a dude out there and you want to skate and you want to be a part of roller derby, we're always looking for a good ref.
Come here and bring your whistle.
I could
There
be
you go.
like Jimmy the Mouth of the South
Yeah,
at the roller
yeah,
derby
that's right.
things.
You could be a
Wouldn't that
man,
be
yeah.
sweet?
Hey.
I could be like a manager. I could be like
Yes.
a loudmouth manager.
there you go.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
You could be an announcer.
Yeah, see.
So,
Yeah,
there
that's
you
what
go.
I need.
Wasn't
Another...
he in charge of the Hart Brothers or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
that's right. He was.
I could be an announcer like I need another announcing
I was gonna
gig.
say.
I don't have enough of those right now. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's give away some tickets to the Grand Raggidy show this Saturday night out at Rivertown Sports. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Sound good?
Hey,
We'll
that
do
sounds
chicks.
awesome.
Yeah.
Chicks skating and beating on each other. It does not get better than that. I'm telling you.
616-459-9889. We'll take call number 9 and get them set up with 4 passes to go see the Grand Raggedy Roller Girls. Again, more information online, gr-rollergirls.com, or find them on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll put all that stuff out here for you in just a few minutes. Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Dave, roll some sports.
All right, let's get to it. The Duke Blue Devils go down. Another number 1 hits the skids. They fall to the Miami Hurricanes 90-63. That means Michigan could be number 1 when the new polls come out next Monday if they can take care of business against Purdue. They go that game, I believe, tips off at around 7 o'clock tonight. Pistons let a double-digit lead slip away. They fall to the Bulls 85-82 in Chicago. Brandon Knight led the way with 13 points. Pistons continue their 3-game road trip with a visit to the Heat in Miami tomorrow. Wings defenseman Ian White will miss the next 2 to 3 weeks due to a leg injury. White, who had surgery yesterday, was cut by the skate blade of goaltender Jimmy Howard midway through the third period of Tuesday's 2-1 loss to the Stars. Detroit's forwards Todd Bertuzzi and Darren Helm are expected to return tomorrow night against the Wild. Red Wings are last in the Central Division, 4 points behind the Blackhawks. And the Tigers Winter Caravan rolls out today as coaches and players make their way around the state ahead of this week's Tiger Fest going on at Comerica Park. Sports is brought to you by Advil Congestion Relief. When colds hurt, try Advil Congestion Relief. Tough on pain, tough on colds. That's sports on 98.7 WFGR.